Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, you know that the serpent is slowly but surely making his way into the NFT world. Now, Fancy Bear's METAVERSE.com is something that has really caught my attention. Now, there are NFT projects, and then there are NFT projects. And it's a complicated world. It's full of many thousands of projects that are being built daily, which, to be honest, don't really have much value apart from a fancy picture. And so, if you're going to be a serpent in the NFT world, well, you kind of have to figure out the good from the bad and really go for projects that are truly unique and have a lot to offer. Now, at the beginning of 2022, this particular project sold their entire collection that they put up at the beginning of 2022 in 8 minutes. They've got a community of almost 200,000 people between Discord, Twitter, Instagram. And most of them are seasoned NFT collectors from Bored Ape Yacht Club and other NFT communities. So it looks like people are looking at this as, you know what, this makes sense for us to pay attention. Now, Fanadize, which you'll learn about as you start to research this project, is the world's first metaverse utility NFT platform and creator of multiple successful NFT projects like Fancy Bears. Now, they were designed by people who stand behind many successful campaigns for brands and events, such as the creators of DDOB, Mr. Guru, Aloha, and from Dia, and successful influencer marketing campaigns as well. And they're creators of largest social media platforms and many more. You know, we're talking about co-founder Jacob, co-founder and owner of €25 million e-commerce company. Bartek, co-founder and one of the biggest CE influencer marketing agencies called DDOB, with over 80k influencers on board. So we're talking about people that really know what they're talking about. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the roadmap, about where this project is going. I mean, look at some of the people involved. Like, that's some big names. Big names. So, from a roadmap point of view, from what I've gathered so far, and there's a lot of information here today to tell you about. So, artists and celebrities are going to be joining. The Big Bear Party in the US. So, to meet all the bears, including celebrities. The Big Bear Party in Europe. Same, but more Mediterranean vibes. Merchandise is coming, so holders get dedicated t-shirt and hoodies with their bear. Collaborations with big brands are already in the talks. The honey token airdrops. So, collect honey and get more rewards. Honey can be used to buy land, which we'll talk about. And NFT 2.0 trade swap app where you can modify your NFT. So that's a big roadmap. Big roadmap. Now, when you do jump on the Fancy Bears METAVERSE.com website, straight away you can tell that it's more than just an NFT collection. Way more than an NFT collection. And you can see here already some of the key benefits that you receive. Now, Honey Jars, which will be a non-fungible token, similar to Serum, made by Bored Ape Yacht Club, but with completely different economics. So how do you get it? What do you get? Well, you're allowed to modify the look of your fancy bear. One honey jar lets you either improve the rarity of the eyes, mouth, hat, or clothes by 2 features up in the term or rarity. Then they've created some new features like clothes, hats, backgrounds, and furs, which are randomly distributed among holders, modifying their bears. It's your call whether to use it or not. Or it's gone forever. It's really fascinating what they're up to. If you want your bear to become a bear flick star, you're able to buy an animated series appearance for your bear, otherwise available only through the weekly lottery. And one-of-a-kind customized clothes and shoes available in exchange for the honey only. So I mean, this ecosystem that they've created with this particular project, it is truly, it is absolutely exciting what they're up to. Like really, really exciting. Like the more you research into this, the more you like, wow. So the airdrop, if you own at least one fancy bear, you're able to claim a free honey jar. Free honey was given for every member of the club. Now, honey is the dawn of the NFT 2.0 era. So what comes next for fancy bears? Well, they call it NFT 2.0 or gamify. And it combines ERC 721 and ERC 20, gaming and DeFi. So, I mean, the roadmap here is, there's so much for you guys to understand and look and learn about what is coming on this particular project and how they're going to go to the metaverse. Like it's really mind-blowing. But let's continue. Phase 1. So the honey is a tradable deflationary utility fancy bears metaverse native European mainnet ERC20 token. And it's going to be used and distributed among fancy bears community. But it will thrive inside the whole NFT world. So fancy bears community is the first to get access to it. They're going to add liquidity and list the token on Uniswap at the end of, well, coming up. With 50% of tokens will be distributed to the bears and jars, 5% will go to the liquidity partners and reserve, and 45% will be farmable in the future. And they won't be pre-selling any tokens. The listing price of honey will be 1 cent. And they're going to airdrop the token, and every bear and every honey jar will carry a set of amount of honey. Now, every bear will allow you to claim 142,000 honey tokens, equal to 1,420 USD listing price, or around 0.46 Ethereum. Every jar will get you 71,000 honey tokens, equivalent to 710 USD, or about 0.24 Ethereum, give or take. It means that they're giving away 0.7 Ethereum per fancy bear on average. I mean, that's crazy. And the honey farming that is coming as well, like it's crazy. 45% of tokens farmable in the future. So there is a lot. Like I said, it's more than just a token. There is so much to unpack here. It's crazy. They've set some specific rules, which are going to take you some time to understand. And you'll be able to unstake your first honey token 6 months after you claim the honey jars. And the total unlock period afterwards will be the next 18 months. And honey tokens will be available for claiming proportionally every single week. So it's a clever rollout that they're doing. Now, honey tokens you spend on any of the above will partially go to the liquidity pool, partially to the team wallet, and partially on the farming pool, and partially they will be burned. Which they'll create a dedicated landing page, Web3 dApps for several functions. Minting jars will be just one button, and the same as Bear's minting website, claiming honey will just be one button as well. And you're able to claim it separately for each NFT that you own. And in the display, they're going to display the balance of honey, the balance of vested honey with a timeline, the balance of unclaimed honey per selected NFT. And the second part of the app will allow you to use your Bear's new cool features, both the old ones and the new ones, that are yet to be presented. And that's just phase 1 of what this project is going to do. You can see the team, you can look at them, you can check them out on Instagram or Twitter. Who is involved, how they're involved, the apparel, what that's going to look like. And the fact that it is powered by Fanadize, the first metaverse dedicated to social media, celebrities, and entertainment only. Fancy Bears gives you access to every community existing inside the world of Fanadize, where you can interact with your idols in ways not possible before. And you can learn more about it at fanadize.com as well. There's just so much here to unpack for one NFT project. Like, I do not remember a time where I spoke so much in so much detail about a project. You know, you can have a look at the DAO and everything that is in here and how it's all how the DAO is going to work. You can check out, you know, on OpenSea. Like, I actually do like the graphics as well. Like, you know, I think they've done a really good job, but this is so much more than just an NFT. So much more. Now, in phase 2, in the next few weeks, they'll introduce a farming system where you stake the bears and jars, and the new NFT that will introduce very soon to farm more honey. Honey jars and bears will have limited capacity, and the farming contract will impose it. And they call it phase 2 of the NFT 2.0 revolution. So once you invest honey in your fancy bear, it's going to be visible on OpenSea, and the bear will be capable of harvesting more honey after we introduce the farming system in, you know, roughly Q1 or Q2 of 2022. The more honey you spend, the more honey you get afterward. And honey will increase the value of your fancy bear and allows you to improve it even more with the honey you're going to harvest. The more honey jars will be available for minting in the future as well. And remember that they only airdrop half the honey tokens, 45% of the total supply, waits to be harvested. And all the honey spent on upgrades, mints, and everything is going to be partially redistributed into the harvesting pool. So, I mean, this is cool. Now, the trade swap app for fancy bears. Fancy bears are going to change the NFT world forever. They call it the NFT 2.0. And honey is the key. Instead of trying to merge Web 2.0, Web 3.0 solution, they've gone all in and introduced a full on-chain model for modifying the way your bear looks. That's the key here. The trade swap was supposed to be a Web 2 1.3 application where honey is necessary to do the swap, but all the trades are stored off the blockchain. And that's why they call it NFT 2.0 or GameFi, and it combines ERC 721 and ERC 20, gaming and DeFi. That's the big key here with this NFT project. It is so cool what they're up to. 22,000 people on Instagram, 94,000 people on Discord. It's growing really, 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 really fast. Now, when we look at the Twitter followers, 56,000 people. I mean, this is cool. Like, really cool. Now, every single trait, both the original collection and the new traits, will be ERC 115 tokens. And the same standard that was used for Base and Serum or Adidas Originals Pass. And every trait swap would mean that the ERC 1155 token is being staked in the contract, as long as the trait remains in use. Now, the ERC 1155 traits won't change the original metadata. Present traits will remain the same and unaltered whether a bear holder wants to use an ERC 115 trait and change the look of the bear. It will be displayed in the properties in OpenSea as V2, and that is version 2 hats, version 2 clothes, version 2 ears, and so on. And every holder will be able to spend honey from his bear only on the bear that he carries it. At the same time, honey from honey jars will remain universal. And they'll be introducing two properties called the bear level and the eaten honey. I've never seen a project this cool. Honestly, I know that was like, whoa, Serpent. That was a lot to take in. And it is. This took hours upon hours of research to wrap my head around. But this is really, really cool project. Like, I told you guys that I was getting into NFT, and look, this is awesome. There is just no two ways about it. It's just awesome. Now, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and look forward to see you on the next one.